From Software's games are known for having morally gray characters, choices, and endings, and Elden Ring is no exception. But even in the morally gray landscape of the Lands Between, there are still some characters who are downright evil. So, in today's video, we're going to be going over the 5 most evil characters the Lands Between has to offer, starting off with number 5, Preceptor Saluvis. Aside from being the most insufferable and pompous NPC that the Tarnished has to interact with, this guy is also hiding some very dark secrets in the ruins just outside of his tower. If we go to this area of the Three Fingers and venture down into the ruins below, we will find Saluvis' hideout, which is filled with puppets that he uses for less than savory activities. But Saluvis might not even be in control of his actions at all, with Pydia the Albinauric believed by some to be the puppet master pulling on Saluvis' strings. Here's a snippet of Pydia's death dialogue.
Stop! Please stop! You're my puppet. I loved you with all I have. How could you forget? Stop! Please. Ah.
This theory that Pydia is the puppet master is also supported by the pose that we find Saluvis in upon his death, which is very reminiscent of other puppets in the game. So is Saluvis working alone, or is Pydia the evil puppet master guiding all his actions? I'll let you guys decide. At number 4 we have Reichard, Lord of Blasphemy. Even before the Shattering broke out, Reichard and his followers were known to persecute those shunned by grace, especially the Albinaurics. Upon making Volcano Manor his home, the depths of the castle became filled with the tortured screams of his victims brought there by his abductor virgins. On the Night of Black Knives, Reichard plotted with his sister Ranni to steal a fragment of the Rune of Death, being gifted the Blasphemous Claw by her. This item would allow him to challenge Malekith the Blackblade, should their plot fail. When the Shattering broke out, Reichard rejected the Greater Will and launched a blasphemous campaign against the Erd Tree, attracting many followers to his cause. However, for reasons unknown, Reichard fed himself to the serpent living in Mount Gelmir, and in his final moments had a vision of a serpent devouring the world. He then took to devouring his followers and champions, hoping to grow in power so that one day he could devour the very gods themselves. But all his efforts would be for naught when a certain Tarnished would enter his chamber and put his blasphemous ambitions to rest. Number 3, the Dung Eater. This guy is depravity personified, and you will not find a more vile and twisted character in the Lands Between. Calling himself a scourge upon the living, he wanders around the Lands Between, slaying anybody who crosses his path. He then horrifically defiles his victims' bodies, cultivating a seedbed curse on each of them. Through these seedbed curses, he hopes to inflict a curse on everyone in the Lands Between. This curse would see everybody in the Lands Between's souls unable to return to the Erd Tree, leaving them and their generations afterwards cursed. The Dung Eater truly is loathsome indeed. Number 2, Queen Marika the Eternal. The entire reason why the Lands Between is such a war-torn hellscape, Marika and her Golden Order committed many atrocities in their pursuit of domination. Born a Numen, Marika was also an Empyrean, a being capable of becoming a god. Upon becoming a vessel for the Greater Will, Marika and her Golden Order waged a war for control of the Lands Between, annihilating or enslaving entire civilizations. She brought the fire giants to the brink of extinction and enslaved the misbegotten. She even confined her own children, Moog and Morgoth, deep underground in the subterranean shunning grounds, as they were born as Omen, another persecuted and tortured race. Upon the death of her son, Godwyn the Golden, Marika shattered the Elden Ring, causing the war known as the Shattering. She then made her demigod children fight over the shards of the Elden Ring, completely devastating the Lands Between. When it comes to Marika, all that glitters is not gold. Number 1, Shiri. The most reviled man the Lands Between has ever known, Shiri is an envoy for the Three Fingers and the God of Chaos. Shiri was the first known worshipper of the Chaos God, and for the crime of slander, he had his eyes gouged out. And it was within these sockets that the frenzied flame came to rest. He also falsely accused the nomadic merchants of worshipping the Chaos God, and for this, they were forced deep underground and buried alive. In their despair, they prayed to the Chaos God and summoned the frenzied flame to the lands between. In terms of his goals, Shiri wishes to see the Tarnished become the Lord of Frenzied Flame, who would then use the Chaos Flame to destroy the world. Shiri truly is a despicable character, and a worthy number 1. And that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you disagreed with any of my picks, or think a character that you think is evil should have been added, feel free to comment it down below. And if you want to subscribe for more FromSoft and gaming content, that's pretty cool too. But anyway, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and take care.